It's no hurricane, but it's a dead blow. Hey, Brain Muffin back with another beer review. And for this one we have something from Braxton Brewing Company, something that I don't think I've covered any of theirs. So this is brewed and canned in Covington, Kentucky, which is right across the river from where I live. Well, not completely, but anyway. So this is what they're calling a tropical stout. This is Dead Blow, so it's tropical Covington stout. It's a stout brewed with dates, canned 1/20/2017, so it's been a few months since it's been canned. Jungle Jim's has almost everything in a can at $2. Some of them will, like, I think some were like $2.49, but they're about $1.99. So I picked up a whole bunch of stuff. As I've said in my other ones where I've done can, I still have mixed emotions about the can, but I guess it's here to stay. So hey, let's get to it. And so I'm already on Untapped. This is 7.2 ABV. Now, unlike say a stout, a Guinness stout, or one of those that have the nitrogen widget in them, this looks like it was carbonated before canning. It smells like a stout. Kind of has a wimpy head. This has been sitting out a while, so it's not from it being too cold. And as I lick the can, alrighty, wow, it tastes like a stout. So in the Midwest, there are certain things you can count on. 80 pounds of macerated dates made its way into the Dead Blow. So it's a dry English ale yeast. I'm not supposed to read that until afterwards. I'm supposed to trust all my expertise and knowledge. That's a dry stout. I'm not sure what flavor the dates are supposed to impart. But this just tastes like a run-of-the-mill stout. I've made many a stout that tastes just like this, except I have better carbonation. This does look to be artificially carbonated. Dry, roasty, fruity, full-bodied, smooth stout. There's a light that is lighter on bitterness. Okay. All right, I'm getting the sweet very late of the drink, not in the back of the mouth. It's kind of in the front third, but it's arriving to my brain late. It is. I wouldn't call it a full-bodied. Well, okay. If you're going to compare this to, say, an oatmeal stout or something like that, or a breakfast stout, this is really going to feel light. But it is full-bodied in the type of stout that it is. So this is a dry stout. Some of the Guinnesses are dry. You know, Guinness has several different varieties. I think it's like 50 varieties of their stout, depending on where you are and what you buy. I almost picked up a Guinness Extra Stout, something I haven't had in a long, long time. Man, probably 25 years. Because once they started coming out with it, once I found it on draft, I did the draft. Well, that's different than the Extra Stout. And then, of course, the widget stout has got the nitrogen injection. That's just their Guinness regular stout. So compared to that, this is a little thin. But in the realm of the type of dry stout it is, I'm pretty close to full body. It does have a bit of alcohol bite kind of late. 7.2%, probably a little on the warm side as far as what should be felt there. At that level, this is more of a 9-10% kind of feeling. It's just, I suspect that they have a rapid or too rapid fermentation, but that's only a suspicion. I've never been to Braxton, not talked to any of their brewers, so it's not really, I'm not disparaging. I mean, quite often when you get that alcohol burn at such a low level, it means they fermented it too quickly. Now that may be completely on purpose, or it may be on accident and this one just got away from them. I don't know. I'd have to have more of it to understand. But not much of a head on there. It's very soda-esque in its bubble presentation. They are small, but it definitely has a nice smell of a stout. It almost tastes like really good homebrew. That's kind of hard to describe, but it's like almost but not quite finished. But I'm trying to find that dates. I haven't had dates in a long time, so I kind of know what they taste like, but not really. But You know, they're there, I guess, but they're really hard for me to discern. They're kind of there late, like I said, on the front third of the mouth, but they're arriving to my notice very late. This may be one of these that as it warms up even more, this has been sitting out a good 10 minutes before by the time I got all set up and to it, and it's kind of warm in here, but that's not long enough to have this thing really open up. It's still probably a little on the cold side, but again, the carbonation, you know, carbonation is going to help get all those flavors and aromas to your mouth, to your nose, to your tongue. Yeah, see, now it's starting to open up a little bit better. So maybe I did pour it a little too warm or too slowly. Nice roasted malt on the nose. So they're saying they're using an English ale yeast. Well, see, they got fruity esters, so that tells me right there that if they're going for fruity esters from the yeast, they're going to have it at a slightly warmer and slightly more rapid fermentation than would normally be for a dry stout. Because normally you wouldn't want those fruity esters. And then they added the dates for more fruitiness and stuff like that. So that may explain very well that slight alcohol burn just from 7.2 because it's been fermented a little bit quickly and a little bit warm for the style. So as a side note, you're going to get that. So let's get checked into Untapped, as we like to do on this show. I'm giving it a solid 4. Well, no, 3.75. I'm giving it 3.75. It's not quite there. That's why I said it tastes like good homebrew. It's almost there, but not quite. I've had a lot of beers that tasted very similar to this without the dates in it, and most of them were stouts I was not proud of. I always felt I could do better. So Braxton, this is a pretty decent attempt at something. Exactly what, I'm not sure. And this may be, I don't know if this is a newer beer of theirs or a newer recipe. It might be something that they tweak over time and then they get it right several batches down the road. I don't know. But overall good. I mean, it's very drinkable. This would go well. I think this would actually go, surprisingly enough, even though it's a stout and it's 7.2, which is quite a bit more than, say, Guinness. I still would want a grilled steak with this. I don't know why. Grilled steak, I don't know what kind of vegetables I would do with that. I would definitely do some fries that are a mixture, like the big thick cut fries that are potatoes and sweet potato mixture with kind of a, almost like a paprika based powder sprinkled on them. I'm really not one who likes rubs on steaks, but this is definitely one that would have rubbed with black peppercorn, cracked peppercorns and some whatever goes with that. I don't know. I don't like I said, I like to have the steak by itself. I don't want anything rubbed on it. I just want to know how good the meat is by itself. I feel if you got to really flavor it up too much, the meat's not that good. But yeah, that's just me. But overall, pretty good. All right, this is definitely so. Have you had Dead Blow from Braxton Brewing Company, the BBC? And if so, did you like it? Not like it? They've got several of these canned. I'm going to try and get some more in a series and go through them. But you know, overall not bad. 3.75, definitely right on there. You could definitely have this with a decent meal. It's very smooth, very easy because of the sweetness of the fruit, of the dates, and the esters from the yeast. Not a lot of bite to it. It's just enough there to let you know it's a stout, but it's not really huge over head and shoulders above anything. So you like it, not like it? Let me know in the comments below, and let me know what beers you want. We have a bunch to go through. I got 14 new beers. Several of them were requests from people that I know, and we're going to get to them as soon as possible. All right, thank you very much for stopping by, and we will see you next time. All right. It's a bit of a pigsty in here, isn't it? Good grief. I still think we're too far to the left. Stage left. Now we should be closer. one is this? Dead Low. Alright, we've switched over to manual Esposier. Daughter still doesn't have a website for these things. This one doesn't want to behave. It's got stars and sparkles and everything in it. We good? We good? We good? We good? 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 There's enough noise next door, dogs. Wow, these don't last very long, do they? I guess I gotta really shaker. Makes a lot of these. I wish she'd sell them.